What's up YouTube? I'm Kayla Danae and I'm here with another video. If you guys are tuning in, welcome to my channel, and if you guys are returning, welcome back. You guys already know the drill. And yeah, so today's video we're going to be talking about how I made my introduction, and I'm just going to go into my WeHearted app and I'm going to be picking my background. I usually just type in wallpaper or just backgrounds in general, and I look for like any neon bright pink type colors. That's usually what I look for. I like those type of colors. They stand out the most to me. And all I'm going to do here is I'm just going to save it, and because this was saved forward and I would want the background to be sideways, I am going to go into my camera roll and I'm going to flip it, and yeah, I'm going to save it so that way I can get to editing. Alright, so now that we have our background picked out, I'm just going to go into my CapCut Pro app, and I'm just going to, for the sake of this video, name my video that I'm going to be editing introduction. And of course, we're going to want to save this in HD because you want high definition, baby girl. And then I'm going to go into my photos, and I'm going to get that lovely background that I picked out from earlier, and I'm going to place it and stretch it to about 10 to 15 seconds because that's usually the average for your introduction. You don't want it to be longer than that, I promise you. Just get straight to the video. So you're going to save that in high definition, and then we're going to get into placing the actual images on the background. And now we're just waiting for that to be exported into my photo album. Now earlier I did pick out all of the images that I had an idea that I would want to be inside of this background, so I kind of already had it grouped up. But first things first is what you're going to do is you're going to just pick out the first image that you're going to want laid out onto the actual background, and literally you're just going to be resizing and placing it however you would be satisfied with. Me, I kind of just wanted it to be squared off a little bit and cornered left to right, so yeah. So now that I have that placed to my preference, I'm just gonna honestly just keep going back and forth and selecting the images that you would prefer to be shown in your intro. Now in order for me to make my images look as if they're stacking on top of each other, I honestly have to make sure that within each image that I place down on my background image, that I'm actually putting it halfway in between the first image before that. And now I'm just going to be constantly repeating the first steps that I've done. I'm just going to be picking my image, going into my photo album and selecting that image, placing it on my background, stacking it halfway within the previous image that I laid on the background, and repeating that steps until I reach 15 seconds. Honestly, figuring this out was pretty easy. It's really repetitive, so I feel like this is really good for someone who's beginning, just like me, on YouTube. And it's simple, and it also makes your introduction look as if you're a professional at the same time, because it literally took me like probably 15 minutes to do this. Here I'm going to be importing a video of myself. One thing that I do like about CapCut Pro, the app itself, it's a little bit better honestly than iMovie itself because you can do this. I was trying to figure out how I could do this in iMovie, and I realized that it was just impossible, especially because I'm doing this all on my phone. So I think preferably I would rather work in CapCut Pro if I knew everything and the ins and outs throughout the app, but I kind of just jump back and forth between iMovie and CapCut Pro whenever I'm editing my videos or even my intros in general. Like I said, these steps are really repetitive, so I am going to fast forward a bit through this clip because it's just the same thing constantly over and over, and I don't want this video to be that long, so yeah. Also, before I do that, if you guys have any tips or any pointers for how you guys edit your introductions, I'm more than happy to hear you guys out on how you guys edit your videos. So if you can, and if you're willing to share, please feel free to comment down below on what apps that you guys may be using, and I would love to try them out and see for myself. And same thing here for me. I'm really willing and open-minded to sharing what apps I use, how I do them. So all I'm doing here, I'm just going to be rewinding it back just to see how it runs and see the flow of how the pictures are laying on top of each other. You do want to go back and forth just to make sure it's running smoothly, so it's not going to look chopped up, or you're going to have two images showing on top of each other because it's just going to look tacky. And now that I checked the flow of how my video is going to be moving, I'm going to then go back and repeat the first steps that I told you before. I'm going to be going into my images, and I'm going to be selecting the photo that I want next to lay on top of the previous image. Now, inserting videos can be a little bit different for at least for the images to lay on top of each other. Sometimes you do have to resize the video that you are inserting inside the background, just because of the fact that it can be a little bit too long. So all I'm doing here is just shortening it so that it can evenly lay on top of each other as the video is going. That we're coming to the end of picking out our images, I'm just going to be going back into my photo album, and I'm going to be picking this image that I made in my Phonto app. This is just the name of my YouTube channel, and I'm just going to be placing that in the center of my background just so that it can be in front of my picture as the intro is actually playing. Because I actually go in and put my images on my background first, I do have to go back and kind of adjust my photos that I laid down. Not too much, you're just really just pushing the image up so you can actually see my face, and so that my title of my YouTube channel isn't going to be blocking each photo. And it doesn't take too long, not all of them was actually covering it, so I'm just moving it and adjusting it to my preference. And once I'm satisfied with the way that it looks and how the video is playing, and you're really done. That's honestly it. Now all I'm doing here is I'm just gonna go back and rewind it and play it slowly so I can just see how each photo is laying on top of each other, and if any of my pictures are hiding behind my title. If it's to your liking, I'm just gonna export this video and I'm gonna save it to my photo album, and after that I'm gonna be going into my glitch video app, because this is how I actually get my glitch in my introduction. So I'm going to be going back into my photo album, clicking the video that I want, and it's going to compress that video so that I will be able to insert the glitch feature onto my introduction. And it has different type of glitch features, so all I do is I just click on my screen, and whenever it's to my preference and how I like it, I just go ahead and save it. And after it's saved to my phone, then that's really it, and that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys comment down below if you want to see any more videos like this. Like this video, comment down below, subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and yeah, I really hope that this video was helpful to some of you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video.